How many promises have you made to yourself and broken them? Be it starting the gym, be it starting a new diet, starting a new business. How many of those promises you've made to yourself and yet still nothing changes? I genuinely don't believe it's because you're weak or because you're incapable, but I think it's because you're not capable of committing to yourself. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Diversified Wangari. Today we'll be looking at how to commit to yourself. This is the Peace of Mind KE podcast. So we live in a world that gratifies and praises external commitments, like you're always on time at work, you're always able to maintain relationships, like you're capable of keeping a good track, uko sawa. If it's about work, school, anything that calls you to just be responsible, you're able to be on top and be capable of maintaining the deadlines and also the efficiency in which the work can be carried and the kind of quality that the work is being produced. No one teaches you how to commit yourself. No one teaches you how to trust yourself and build up on your goals, or even just trust whatever it is your mind is telling you. No one has really come to you ama come to me na kaniambia, but let me show you, let me teach you how to be there for yourself, let me teach you how to be there for you. There's no one, nowhere, ever. My problem is that why aren't we ever taught how to be there for ourselves, Nico? Like, why isn't it that we're not personally trained to do that, or should to do that for ourselves, for our own personal goals, for our own thoughts and the things, the dreams that we have, the goals that we have, the things that we personally, keyword, okay, personally want to accomplish. Maybe I'm just going to speak for myself, but not many people, not many kids actually have this parent. Have a parent when you're like, no, don't do this, you should do this, don't do this, blah blah blah, right? Most of us have to figure out for ourselves the way how we're going to carry out this thing. We have to, like, lazima tujiambie. We've never been taught how to be there for ourselves and to be relentless in the goals that we set for ourselves, as in, as long as in a matter for the greater good, then sawa, the community will be involved, the society will be involved. But if it's about you, kila mtu anakuwa tu like, ai sijui, ai afande, ai. And with that, what I came to notice is that, okay, as you grow up and as you evolve and as you get to know yourself, the kind of goals that you set for yourself, the goals, the dreams, that you name it, right? If you don't root for yourself, no one is going to root for you. No one is even going to care. Hakuna mtu atagive up. Hakuna mtu atajali. That's alarming, because mbona mnangoja nikuwe successful ndio uko tu like, oh my god, she was my friend, yeah, this is what she wanted to do, I was there when she was starting this business. But throughout the process, when the business was ilianza, na throughout when it was growing and everything, where were you? You were nowhere to be seen. But now, because it has paid off and things are looking good, ndo unataka kuwa involved in my life. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at how to commit to yourself. Unajua sisi kwanga tume underestimate what it means to really commit to yourself, to really give a fuck about what you truly want. Because it's like, by the way, what do I want? It's not about what you're told you should want. It's not about what the parents want for you, what the society is trying to show you, that this is the hot, career, the hot path, the hot everything. This is what everyone wants. Like, question ni nini? What do you really want? One thing I came to realize about commitment to yourself, it's like, your words matter. Words matter. How you talk to yourself matter. The plans that you make for yourself, the goals that you make for yourself really do matter. You might think that unaandika tu hapo magol zako, uko tu hapo, you're writing your own things in your diary, your private diary, it has a lock or whatever, and you're thinking hakuna mse atajua shit, hakuna mtu mwenye ati anaweza kuja kusoma everything. But the thing is, you yourself know that's more than enough. You knowing it's more than enough. When we sit with ourselves and we come to the conclusion and the kind of things that we want, and you're able to pinpoint and like lay down whatever the fuck it is that you actually want, Our brain, our body, our whole being expects you to do it. I'm saying this because most of the time, especially when you're in your teens or in your early 20s, most of the time, most of your schedule, most of your programming is mostly defined by your adults or your teachers or your system. Like if it's school, if it's mostly school, right? And because of that, you feel like these people who are setting for you the schedule are the ones who are supposed to tell you what it is you want, what it is you like, blah 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 blah, right? But not really. I came to realize way later that having this sense of schedule, it helps you keep track of your goals, keep track of yourself, keep track of whatever it is that you actually really want. As you continue growing in your early 20s into the late 20s, you start to figure out what it is that you want, if it's the kind of job you want, the kind of school you want to go to, whatever, or the kind of life you want to live, the places you want to live, the kind of furniture you want to buy, like all that, right? If you execute most of these decisions without really checking in with yourself, it becomes a problem because it's like, are my thoughts not valid, are my feelings not valid? Like you start disqualifying yourself, right? And when you set these goals and you don't accomplish them, like, okay, it's not that you don't accomplish them or even you start and then you stop. It's such a heartbreak, not to anyone who's watching or anyone you had told that, oh my god, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna, start the gym, just the most mundane things, right? If you yourself don't follow through the word that you state or whatever it is you said you're going to do, you end up breaking your own heart. And it's like you break your own heart, you start losing self esteem, you start losing confidence in yourself because it's like you can't even believe in your own words. And then you meet other people out there and they're seeing you and they're appreciating you, right? And they also can't take you seriously. They can't take you seriously. They can't trust your word. They don't even um care for what it is you have to say, but it's not because of who they are or what they did, but it's because of you yourself. You're not capable of trusting what it is you have to say. Like you yourself, you don't even trust your words. Like utakote, like, oh okay, nitamka kesho, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna do this, right? And then kesho inafika, you wake up, you're just like, I'll do that next week. I'll do that another time. I'll just like, it's never that serious. Like I said, I'm gonna do it, then I'll do it. Slowly by slowly, you'll start noticing that you lose self confidence in your own word. You lose confidence in your own self esteem because you're not even capable of accomplishing the things that you said you're going to do for yourself. So how would you expect like other people to take you seriously? Through experience. Experience, baby, let me tell you, I am validated, okay? I am validated to talk about these topics, not because I'm a professional or whatever, but it's just because I've also gone through the same experiences. Even your friend or whoever, like, man, we've been through it, right? And I'm like, I'm done. We are done. We're done struggling. We're done trying to figure this shit out. We actually want to accomplish shit. We want to do things for ourselves, but most of all, we want to be ready and we want to commit to ourselves. Some of the most simplest ways we're able to commit to ourselves and be able to just have that, your word is your bond. It's not a movie and it's not a quote. Like your word is your bond. So you're trying to figure out a way that we can create a bond with ourselves first before we start going outward, right? The first thing, like, what really matters to you? Like, what matters to you? Like, what makes sense to you? And when I ask this is so subjective. Like, what are your values? What makes sense to you? Who are you? What kind of person are you, right? Knowing the kind of person that you are and the values that you hold and where you want to be and the things that inspire you, and we're talking about the makeup, most of the things that make you up, that's consist of you, that if someone walks by them or whatever, they just know that, Gail is such a consistent person. A Gail is such a snake, showing up or whatever, right? It can be either. What are your values? What kind of person are you? Like, what are the things that would define you, even without even mentioning a word. If I just start describing, you'll know it. Like, there's a name that comes to your head, determining what matters to you, your values, your essence, your goals, your priority. Like, where do you want to be, where do you want to go? That's the first thing. It has a idea, or the could determine at least where we're traveling to, because there's no reason for us to be traveling and walking and starting a journey without an end destination. So you defining your values and your goals and everything really sets the end point. I wouldn't say the end point, but it sets a goal, right? It sets the destination of where you need to be. So at least you know, or know where to start, what whenever you're working towards whatever it is, the goal it is you're trying to work to, right? The second point is having a sense of self-awareness. I'm laughing because we usually think, you and me, usiniruke sahi. You and me, we usually think, I'm usually so self-aware, right? I know what I want, I know what I deserve, right? I know it's me. I mean, but do you really know what it is you want? Do you really, like, are you really aware of the things that doesn't make sense to you, the things that irritate, the things that excite you? Like, are you really consciously aware, or you're just reacting? Because reacting is a whole different dynamics, right? But it's like, tunadu nini, tunafanya nini, tunaenda wapi? So anyway, first of all, by learning have to be self-aware, you need to ask yourself, how are you doing? Like, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What matters to you? Like, just, it's like we're circling back to the first fucking point, right? You need to be self-aware and notice the things that make you happy and the things that really, really drain you. Like, zile vitu zinakubo uko tu, I can't dig hotter. You need to find, like, activities, some of the things that kwanga self sabotaging. And by the way, tumefika hiyo point nikasikia nimekuwa triggered. But okay, to be honest, but they mimi na self sabotaging, we, and it's not because I believe that I can't do it, but it's just that other people can't believe that I can do it. And because they don't believe in me, ama they don't, do, like, wananiona in a certain level, ama because, I internalize that thought and I take it and I'm like, because they said I cannot do it, then I will not do it. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's a trauma response, because why are you trying to prove other people's thoughts of yourself to be true when it's not true? Because of course, if you're capable of doing it and they believe that you can do it, you believe you can do it, then you can do it. Lakini, I anyway, I'm the number one person self-sabotaging. Wacha tu. And this is something that it has taken a very long time for me to really get over, or for me to just, like, overcome and be like, you know what, I'm confident in myself, I can do this, blah blah blah, and that's my mind and everything. And that's why I'm telling you that this video is just for the both of us, because kwa ground vitu ni different, we. So trust me, this is just for you and me, the both of us, okay? Under self-belief, like, we've really figured it out, right? Tumesha honor, the both of us, you and me, we like self-sabotaging. We only do this because we only have limiting beliefs. We believe that we don't deserve a lot, we don't deserve a lot of energy, we don't deserve a lot of money, we don't deserve a lot of what. All this is stemming from a certain kind of deep, like, belief, and it's definitely limiting. Okay? So you really need to reassess and sit down. Whenever I'm trying to tell you to watch yourself, sit down, reassess, think about the things that make sense to you. Think about the things that make sense to you. Okay? Think about the things that make sense to you. And then I feel like from there, you're able to, like, to act, or to move, or to go to the next step, right? So my third point, but then it's like super super controversial, but I feel like, to me, it makes sense, especially in this context. It's going to make sense. Spend time alone. I actually mean it. Yeah, spend time alone. Spend time alone. And I don't mean like isolate yourself, like don't talk to people, or just be like a complete asshole who's like living in the forest ama kwa cave huko ndani ati hata utaki uhusiano na humans. But I just mean like spend time alone. You see, the same way you get to know yourself, not yourself, but you get to know other people, you get to talk to them, hang out with them, spend time with them, like do different activities with them. You're able to see them in different aspects. I feel like you should also give yourself the same grace to learn yourself. Don't rush to be or to think that you know yourself. And when I say this, you'll have this perception like, I've been me since I was born. But have you really been you since you were born? Okay, my point is, when you're born, most of the time you're recording. You're like a recorder. You're just picking up everything that you're being showed, and that's why you find like kids in us, like from 0 to what is it, like 3 years or something. They're like voice recorders. They just repeat whatever the fuck you say because they have no content of their own. Just collecting data, collecting. And then now from like 3, I think, to 8 or something, you're able to internalize and learn that, oh, I'm myself. I'm not my parents. I'm not an extension of my parents. I'm not like, you know, I'm a whole being. I'm a whole self. I have my own brain. I have my own thoughts, like my feelings and everything, right? And then sasa from, I think it's like 8, I don't know if it's like 8 or 10, from 10 to 13 and everything is trying to figure out. You're like, oh, then you realize you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a girl, or like I'm a boy, and this is what I like, and this is what I don't like, and this is what boys do, and this is what girls do, blah blah, right? Adolescent stage. And I don't think I need to remind you how sumptuous that time was. Okay, compared to today, don't even, but that's a different video, right? But now you see, like, you're creating and developing an identity of yourself and who you think you are, and not who you're told to be, right? And so from 13, of course, yes, you're developing. You're like, okay, yes, I'm a chick or I'm a guy, so I like this or I like blah blah. So all the way to 18 years, you're trying to solidify now the identity that you've figured out about for yourself. Like if you're a girl, you're like, yes, I'm a girl, and this is what I like, girly things, blah blah blah. And yes, I'm a boy, I like boyish things and everything. Now from there, now you've really solidified on your identity. You're like, I'm Wangari, this is what I like, blah 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 blah. Right? Knowing you that time frame that I just shared with you, you're able to track yourself and to know yourself and know the things that really make sense to you. So that's the main reason why you should spend time alone, to get to know yourself. You're just a person just like everyone else. You need to get to know, who is this guy? Wewe ni nani? Wewe ni nani? Who are you? On the aspect of spend time alone, you need to also learn to have like an inner dialogue. You need to learn how to have like a conversation with yourself, right? You need to learn how to have a conversation with yourself. Ushaipatana nao say like ako peke yake but ako sawa, ama hata they're working, they're fine, and it's not because ati um they're lonely or they're trying to prove anything, but it's just because they're so good, because they're so used to their own company, like they're literally happy having their own company. You know, right now we'd hear that in inner sound, oh my god, don't say me cheesy, like I may lose mind yake and hang out at peke yake. But it's like, this is someone who's so content with being around themselves and their thoughts and their actions and their feelings that they don't even need like another person ati ako involved, like hata I give a fuck, okay, involved, yes or not, ako tu poa, because they're used to being so content with themselves, and they're able to have conversations with their own selves about things that zenye zinaweza kuwa a bit triggering ama disturbing ama kitu yenye ingefanya like act out. They're able to calm down, okay, and address it subtly because they're used to, having a conversation with themselves. Like they've learned to be their own friend first. Yeah. Circling back to the previous video that we just talked about, yeah, myths and misconceptions about friendships. Tulisema, kwanza kuwa your own friend, and then we'll talk. Be your own friend, then we'll talk. Okay. You also need to forgive yourself often because, okay, we also make a lot of mistakes. Yes, you had said you're going to do this or a study goal at this time, you're going to stop eating this meal at this time, you said you're going to stop texting this person at this time, you said you're going to stop doing all those things. And even if you don't be so hard on yourself and be like, oh my god, I'm so weak, I shouldn't have done that, blah 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 blah, you suck. you shouldn't have those kinds of emotions, especially towards your shelf. Hey, your shelf. You shouldn't have those emotions towards yourself. You need to learn how to forgive yourself and to be there for yourself. So whenever like una stumble ama una make a mistake ama una do that thing, like you had no intention of doing it, but you did it and it hurt you, learn to forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, because the first person who is always there for you before anything is yourself. So I feel like the bare minimum unaweza faa kufanya ama unafaa kufanya is treat yourself good. Okay? And just as much as we've said that we need to learn how to forgive ourselves, we also need to learn how to celebrate ourselves. Celebrate your wins, celebrate your small goals in your mindset, celebrate yourself. Like, be your number one fan before uko to like, oh my gosh, this person doesn't like me, or this person sees me a specific way. Be your number one fan. Root for yourself so hard hadi watu wakikumit wako like, is this normal? Anajirutia so hard hadi ana feel like anaanza kusikia dhidi juu hata hayuko on your side. But because of how hard you're going for yourself, so I feel like you rooting for yourself is a very big plus plus plus. Okay. So my first point, you need to follow through with what you say. And this starts with like the small goals that you set for yourself. Like hizo goals ndogo ndogo. Hata kama ni goals kubwa, right? But set it in a way that you're able to accomplish them, right? Zenye wewe mwenyewe unajua, okay, tomorrow, so you're supposed to start to, let's say maybe unafaa kwenda gym ama unafaa kuanza kuenda diet or whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, the goal that you have for yourself, right? So maybe, for instance, you want to start to go to a specific gym, kwenda to gym, right? The first step, the first goal I'd set for myself, right? If it was me, if I am the one who's going to the gym, find a gym to visit if it's close to your area or whatever, right? End out tembe, walk in and be like, hi, what's up? So is this what you guys, okay, it is this what you guys do? Of course it is. Oh my god. Of course it is. So talk like, what are your rates? Will I get a trainer? All those questions you had, like whenever you were like, I want to start a gym, blah blah blah. And uzijibu hiyo siku, day one. Day one gone, right? That's the first goal to set. Tick, you went to the gym. Second goal, so umeenda set date, you've set the time, whatever, you've set the model of whatever payment, blah blah, right? You already shown your face at the gym. You got like, okay, this is the gym I'm going to go to, blah blah, right? The second goal you're going to set, go to the gym. What time? Whenever. In the evening, in the morning, whenever, right? Just maybe before PM, because it's like after work or whatever. So you're like, that's the only time you have after work. The second goal is go to the gym day one. So 4 p.m. you show up. You're like, hi, nimekuja, who's my trainer, blah blah. And I'm so sure they'll allocate you. Most probably is the person you talk to. I don't even know how it goes, but utapewa trainer, right? So umeenda 4 p.m. and you're supposed to work out for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. Umesha, all those questions are the questions that you had already answered in the initial visit. So just like that, unapata una accomplish some of the little goals that ulikuwa umeset. The whole hack is you just break it down. Don't look at it as a vague or as a just like as a complex thing. Ama just one thing you're supposed to go, like go to the gym. No, if you're supposed to go to the gym, break it down. What gym am I going to go to? Who's going to be my instructor? How often am I going to go to the gym? Do I need to change my diet? Blah blah blah. You see, like those are the little goals that now you set under going to the gym. When you do that, you find that you're able to accomplish a lot more. Yes, you're going to the gym, but bado kuna tu vitu zenye zinakumotivate zenye zitafanya ubidi uende gym. As you also progress and you try and attain those goals, be accountable for yourself. Be accountable for how you feel, where you want to be, where you're going, right? And also be accountable and be like, okay, if you're supposed to go to the gym 3 times a week, then it better be three. See, 2.5. I must see one, I must see two. If it's three, it's three. So you should be the one who's accountable for your intervals. Like we're accountable for what? For your own actions. So expect that just because, okay, yes, you paid the whole membership, 6,000, my 8,000, my 12,000, right? And then you're expecting your trainer to be like, hello, hi, where are you? Are you coming in today? No. just as much as determination and persuasion you had when you were setting for yourself those goals, you should also have the same determination to accomplish those goals, the same spirit, the same energy. And I know sometimes in a fluctuating it, I won't even lie to you, it's never like, it's always like, so even whenever you're not in a mood or whenever you're not feeling like it or whatever, just do it. As long as you set the plan, follow the plan and not your emotions, okay? Not your emotions. And that brings me to why I'm seated here today. By the way, even when I'm making this video, I will not even lie to you. I'm not feeling my best. I know I look like my best, but I'm not feeling my best. But because I said and I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna do this, here we are. And when I sat down to start talking and have this conversation with you, I'm literally flowing. At I think like at about random things. But you see, action suppresses, like even overcomes the feelings. Actions always win, okay? The last point for the episode before we get done, before you start missing me, before I start missing you, because I missed your face, baby. So my last point and my most important point is intentionality. Like, why are you doing it? Why, where, what, how? You remember those questions? I want to be how to learn how to write a good composition. Anyway, intentionality. Like, why does it matter to you? Why should it matter? Why is it serious? Like, mbona ina make sense? Like, why this intentionality? Why? Why? The question why? Why? Yeah. First of all, it's based on your values. Kenye kubamba, kenye na make sense to you. Mbona ina matter? Unaifanya juu unataka kufanya, unafanya juu unataka kuonyesha watu, unaifanya juu unaitaka. Like, what are the reasons behind it? And I feel like understanding the reason behind why. Understanding the reason why you're doing what you're doing. It's such a good motivator for you to be able to accomplish your goals or whatever it is that you may set. Because if you're doing it for other people, I doubt it. If you're doing it because you want to be seen, I doubt it. If you're doing it for yourself, you will definitely go through with it. Now to accomplish, now to press on, no matter the surrounding, no matter the noise, no matter yani. If it's because of you, trust me, you're going to accomplish it. Liwe, liwalo, okay? You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Be honest with yourself. Are you doing it to be seen or are you doing it just to build yourself? Like, why are you doing it? Mbona, why are you doing it? Are you doing it just for the sake? Am I doing it because you enjoy it? Am I doing it because you're hustling? Like, why? 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 My most okay, one thing, I feel like I've just been rambling throughout this video, right? But the most important thing yenye naweza share nayo ni just avoid eh, karibu hata ning'oe microphone nitupe yuko nje. Anyway, avoid self abandonment. Avoid abandoning yourself. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. And I feel like most of the time self abandonment in happening not because you don't want to do it or because you hate yourself so much, but it's because people don't see the value in you, or they don't put in the energy, like, it's like the ones who are around you to whatever akifanya kinatafanya ni sawa. So you also, because they've, I mean, they've given up on you, so you also give up on yourself. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do anything that's contrary to your own well-being based on external factors. Don't ever do that, because utalia vibaya wewe. Utalia vibaya wewe. Never do that. Usiwe hivyo. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't do that. And even before you find someone who's out there trying to support you and be like, you know what, yes, go Diversified Wangari, yes, you did it. Before Pachum say, you have rooted for yourself for a very long time. Hadi unashanga what? So this whole time I was on my own. Yes, you are. Not you are, but you were. Not physically or literally, but you were. Because no one else is going to believe in your dreams or your goals. Ama tu vision yako vile wewe unaiona. No one is going to believe in it until you get to accomplish it in a way that it's visible, right? Ama vile ita play out like it's like obvious, right? Ndo I start like, oh my gosh, I was there for her whenever she was starting this, ama I was there for them whenever they were building this, ama sijui nini, I'm the one who gave them the idea, sijui I'm the one who did what. But they didn't do the work. You're the one who did the work. Ulikuwa na hiyo consistency, you were there, you supported yourself throughout. So never abandon yourself just because you have no support system, ama you have no like cheering squad. Never do that. Usifanye hivyo. Like the realest thing unaweza jifanyia, be there for yourself. Be there for yourself. All this out here is fleeting. Everything is so fleeting. All you have is yourself. All you have is yourself. And because now you just realize like all you have is yourself, have a good run at it. Like don't let go of yourself. Jibambe. Uko tu like, I have me. Hey, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. Wacheni niongee, wacheni niongee. What really motivated me to make this video is because most of the time, utapata, you have a goal, you have an idea, you have a plan, you have everything. Maybe you just like Uli was so enthusiastic about whatever it is you wanted to accomplish, right? But you never had that support. You never had that person to be like, oh no, what? That's your idea. Go get it. That's what you want to buy. Go get it. That's what you want. Do this. No one will ever do that because, first of all, everyone is lost in their own world, just as you are lost in yours, right? And second of all, kila mtu ana struggle na their own shit, right? So hakuna mtu mwenye atakuwa like ana root for you to win when they're still trying to work on themselves and win in their own capacity, in their own aspect, in their own life. It's so hard to find someone who's really pressing on, unless it's like your parent, or most probably your parent, especially your mom. Your mom is the only person mwenye anajali hivyo vyote, mwenye atakuwa like, aki, you didn't do this, why, you should do it, ama mbona, it's very few people who you'll find that are very involved, ama wako involved in what it is you want or what it is you care about. But it's not because they don't care about ama hakupindi, but it's just also because wako overwhelmed, wako involved with their own lives, with their own thing. But it's just that it's not even about you. You understand? It's not about you. So here, I'm just trying to teach you how to just stay focused on yourself, and you not having like that support system. I'm having those people, like those people who are like super super involved in your life. Usi take offense. It's not because they don't care, but just because they have other things going on, and just like you, they're just a person trying to figure out this thing called life, all of us together, right? So this is just a message or a way for us to just be there for ourselves before we start demanding and asking and be like, you should be there for me, you should do this and are you there for yourself? Are you doing what it is you're asking them to do? Like, we want to be the first persons, we want to be our own example of how we expect other people to show up for us. So back to you, my very beautiful or handsome listener. If you're ready to rebuild this, if you're ready to start new things, start new goals, and you're ready to commit to yourselves or to commit to a specific thing, I'm so curious to know what it is. Please feel free to just drop it down kwa comments, nione unasema nini. Nataka kuona niko na macho kubwa, so I'm actually very interested to see what it is you want to start or you want to commit to yourself. And if this video mekubamba and you really want to continue improving on yourself and the kind of person that you are, like me, your host, feel free to subscribe. You can find me on TikTok, X, and Instagram. My handle is the Peace of Mind KE podcast. I am super super stoked because I'm actually anticipating to see the kind of vibe or the kind of thing that you have for me. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm literally waiting. Actually, go on at kabla ni post. So, iko happy? Thank you so much for watching. I hope imekubamba. I hope it may make sense. It may make sense. Hata karungi dogo tu sana kiasi tu. Thank you so much. I am Diversified Wangari. This is the Peace of Mind KE podcast. And kama umejibamba, piga subscribe, piga hiyo kitu, piga hiyo kengele. Do not be afraid. And I'm so excited to share these things with you and learn with you. So as we progress, until the next episode.